30 minutes away.
Don't worry about that, John, because we are now live. So,
hello.
Yep.
Yeah, what? Hold on a second. Yes. Oh, I'm on a stream right now. I'll get it afterwards, okay?
Let me just mute Chris really quick. All right, let me unmute you now. All right,
Thank you.
I just in case you were saying anything sensitive, so figured
nothing sensitive. I just have to go get the mail, and it'll be there.
You've got mail.
We got mail. Exactly.
I'll tell you, John, you're a little bit young for. I mean, you got the tail end of that, but you have no idea how.
Not so fast, there, buddy. My grandparents had dial-up. They still have dial-up today, but they have dial-up until about 2010.
Your grandparents weren't you, and Chris and I lived through that. That was our prime.
Every summer, man.
Those sounds literally defined our teenage years and 20.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
The modem sound.
It imprint on me, too.
Yep.
Remember playing Doom on a modem? Oh, that was cool. Me and my friends used to play on a modem, and we used to just kill each other. It was pretty cool. So my friend got a DX266, and it was like when he would come in with the plasma rifle, it would just freeze my screen, and I'd be dead. I hated that. The plasma rifle was the worst thing. That's how you got people with inept computers back then. You broke out the plasma rifle because it would just throw sprite after sprite after sprite of plasma beam at you, and then your computer would be stalled. Your little SX33 would be,
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, man. I kind of miss. I'm wondering if that's what it is. If my phone's not. That's audio. That's weird.
Technical difficulties. Please hold.
Yep.
I am currently on my way to the clear across the other side of the valley of the central Arizona to pick up nothing more, nothing less, but the only one and only Whiteout Long Strike from some random Facebook guy for $40.
$40, and mind you, all it has is the
will understand.
What?
You end up missing a kidney, we'll understand.
Oh, I know. And this would be my second one, by the way. So, first one's got an immortal kit in it.
You've caught up with me, then. All right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and hey, just wanted to give a shout out to Dex. What's up, Dex? I don't want to, try to ignore you or anything like that. Tonight, it's I don't have anything on the table just yet. I am going to put something up on the table to start modding. My table camera is not really wanting to cooperate, but what I did want to go ahead and actually show, I said that in the little paragraph descriptor, is I'm going to show a sneak peek. Oddly enough, your kit right now is on my big printer.
Nice.
So for the front of that, and as well as the rail lower is already printed out. I have your. So here's the thing, Chris. It is a shame that magazine is kind of proprietary because that is a great talent. That's a great
magazine.
From what I understand of those, they seem pretty reliable and they're heavy duty.
They are robust. Those are the best magazines.
Yeah.
What do you think? Those are hands down the best hobby grade magazines we have for Half Darts, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah. I'm not about to buy a whole bunch to replace everything I already have.
You can always just get the ones that they're hawking off, which they have talent adapters, and see if they want to give them to you or sell them to you. You can just go, hey, I would love to have 12 of these. We got 12 people that are S400 that have given these up. Well, I mean, you can always do that. I also noticed
this is coming your way soon.
Oh, nice! I need that definitely.
This is yours. For you.
Thank you. That's cool looking.
I still need to get a 3D printer for when I move.
Yeah,
that's one of those things.
One more thing on the list.
That's one of those things that, and mind you, I've never come out and said it flat out right. But that design, I did that sight unseen using just the STL files for the main frame that were released by ZWQ. So
Mhm.
I literally designed that sight unseen, and I'd sent those to Gimsmods to test out to make sure I got my measurements correct. And I
Nice.
did. I sent that over to another Nerf tuber just as a courtesy, be like, hey, I'm about to start selling these to my store. Because he had posted that he was looking for one. So I sent it to him, and I'm not going to say shenanigans, but he runs in close circles with a certain company on the West Coast, and literally within 2 days, my file or something that looked very close to my file was released for free, and be like, oh, look at what we made, when everyone else that had done a file like that had done a clamshell design. Mine was one that was print in place, and the fulcrum for the lever was at the exact same spot where they put theirs. They just used a bolt. Mine uses only a spring, is hardware free other than that. So it's like, I'm not calling
Sus.
it, but I will
Very
say that
sus.
it looks sus as hell. So,
Yeah.
I can't remember who you were talking about sending that to, so that's a later discussion.
yep.
I think I know who it is.
Private. I think I know it is too, but I don't know for sure. I'm also trying to drive, so I don't remember.
I'll
I got
just
some
say
news.
that I don't think that blaster fits a K26. So
No.
that's all I'll say about that.
It doesn't.
Hey, yo!
It's a 16 millimeter ID spring, and I like it. It's really good. I really like it. I just wish it was a 16.5 spring, because then I could put it in one of these. I've been looking for a smaller ring gauge, 2.2 to 2.3 gauge spring for the LS, because as you know, I mean, even a K25 is not big enough for Chris Cartea's ambitions, especially when he's got arms that are KO one punch that can prime literally 32 kilograms like it's nothing. Okay. So I got some developments kind of. So I bought the springs for the Mark 13 a while back ago. I sat there. Now, this is partially because of my inexperience with the springs. Put in mind that I had decided that I was going to get a 1.5 because I wanted something that could shoot 300. And I realized that 1.65 probably couldn't shoot 300. It would probably be like 360, 340, 350 one set. And I may have gotten springs that were 1.65 and 1.5 rather than 1.65 and 1.85. Could have happened. Don't know. We're going to get some 1.8 worker Swiss springs, which I already ordered to see. But I was kind of ho-hum yesterday until I finally... I don't have a caliper, sadly. My dad, locking keys, all his tools, everything else. He's got a caliper. And so to use a caliper as a big, hey, Dad, can you go down there? Can you wait till the morning? Oh, sure. And he goes down there, everything else. But I basically compared it to a 1.6 and 1.65, and they were very close together. I'm like, dude. I compared it to a 1.85 number 62 helmet, and the wire thickness, which is supposed to be thicker, because 1.85, not 1.8 millimeter. It was actually thinner. So, and the prime was like really easy. It's supposed to be 24 kilograms. It felt more like 16 or 18, but it still did a 362 with a 1.65, and it settled down to 140, 150, which is perfect for 350 cap, which I'm hoping to get 350 cap leaks. So I need those springs, but I got to get a 1.8, and I don't want to say it is. I got really bummed. I'm like, man, am I losing my touch? I mean, really,
It's like traffic up ahead.
Yeah. Oh. Well, all you got to do, you know. If you know, you know.
Hello, Strife.
But yeah. So I am looking for. How you doing? I saw part of your end strike, your end ammo video. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. He put up. General Strike just put up a N series ammo format video on his channel. I have yet to see the whole thing. I got to admit, I kind of passed out before I saw the whole thing. Woke up to my channel going, you want to watch another video? I'm like, oh, okay. Like 4 in the morning going, okay,
hello.
Jack Daniels again. Yeah. But nonetheless,
So
pretty cool how you cover all these subjects that people wonder about, but they're too busy promoting stuff or promoting themselves or what they're doing or telling everybody what they're doing. You're actually covering like the guff of Nerf. I love that, General Strife. Love it.
Well, I want to go this way.
I want to show that you sent me an image, some images earlier. We have some leaks coming up about what's coming up here soon. I can't really. It's weird when it tries to do this. Let me see if I can do this here. Let me. What is this? Does this allow me to do slides and PDF, image file, video file, share screen? Yeah, let's go ahead and share a screen really quick. Not looking at anything naughty or anything. Let's go to this.
Don't look at the tabs.
Let's share this real quick. Can y'all see that on the camera?
No.
No,
I'm on mobile, so that might be why.
I can't see it.
Gotcha. Well, I'm trying to share it on camera here. It is what you sent me. It's the email. So upcoming, we have the Avengers Doomsday little wrist cannon thing that's going to be available. That's probably ages 6 and up. And then we have the double dual pack by Nerf, which I saw this, and there's one cool part about it, and that's the darts. Because the rest of it is congratulations, Hasbro, you are packaging the Tetrad, selling us 2 versions of that garbage with the 2 versions of the trio, and it being a dual pack. But hey, it's a Rebel Ops color scheme, so I guess there's that. But I did notice one thing about the darts, Trev. Did you notice anything interesting about those darts?
Yes, they're waffle heads.
Not just any waffle heads.
E-kind or wherever they are.
They are E-kind. Like, they are straight up this waffle head, which is, in my opinion, good. Because these are probably the most accurate waffle-headed darts that I've seen, but more accurate than AF Pros. Unfortunately, because of the fact that they're E-kind, the glue tends to suck on them, but they are super accurate. And they are relatively inexpensive, so maybe... No, never mind. That's asking too much. I was
If you
going
want
to say,
to see something neat, look up the Blitz, like a Blitz pack on Kmart Australia. There is a blaster. It looks identical to like the big Tetrad reskin or reshell. It's like the exact same shell.
well, here's hoping that we get some good darts out of these for a relatively inexpensive price. Because again,
Oh boy.
that's always been the downside to Hasbro products, is that the darts are super expensive compared to the rest of the competition, and they're relatively,
And they suck. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say that
They used to not suck.
Yep.
They cannot suck.
Best you can do out of elite darts is term and a half darts.
Don't knock on
Yep.
them.
What are you talking about? We all know that this right here is the best dart ever made. It's not an elite
I
dart.
can't even see it.
Gen 1 bamboo.
I don't have any of
Stand-
them.
Yeah, that was a good dart.
No, the hell it wasn't.
Wait, what? It wasn't?
No, it was not. They were horrible.
I thought. Oh, that's right. Did they have glue issues?
They had massive issues where they were way too light. They did not fly fast at all, and they whirly bird as well. They were not very accurate.
Hyper's still
Yeah.
my goat though.
Hyper?
Good.
Yeah, it's still my goat.
No.
One sec.
Look at that guy.
We know that N1 was your favorite dart type of all time.
Maybe. I may be
And actually, AccuStrike Ultra was the best one of all time.
Accu Ultra.
Yeah.
That
So,
one's still my goat.
now here's the thing. I will say, I'm waiting for Hasbro to troll everyone and release one more N1 series or N series, and have it be the
N2.
Accu N1.
But the bodies would have to be a little bit shorter, otherwise they couldn't fit like any of the magazines or anything like that.
Yeah, no, it couldn't. It couldn't. So, anyways, I don't really have much to talk about other than these new releases coming up. I mean, I know that we have a couple that are coming soon from Adventure Force, which are admittedly kind of exciting. I know that we have that. God, I don't even know the names of them, to be honest. But we have the Wrist Gauntlet, which that one's sold out online. Look, by all accounts, it takes a mag. It hit 80 FPS, so I mean, you should be able to upgrade that thing. All you need to do is half dart it, and you're all set.
Yeah, but if you upgrade it, you could be like, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
And it's
maybe
$20.
marginally.
Same price
but yeah.
as those Marvel Wrist Gauntlet blasters. Same exact
How much
price.
are they?
20.
$20? Yeah, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic price. So, and those
$20,
Marvel
dude.
Wrist blasters are objectively ass. So,
Fair. Yeah.
you know, Is Cillian frozen?
Yeah.
He looks like the meme
Oh
of the
my
dog with
gosh.
its eyes closed. All right, let me get him off the stage because there he is.
There he is. He
I'm
switched
back.
out of the Matrix there. The Matrix froze you for a second.
I'm in downtown. Well, not downtown. I'm in like a heavily populated area, so that's probably why.
Yeah. We're gonna pretend that you're not actually driving and that you're the passenger, right?
You're a
Yeah,
British
he's a
car.
passenger.
Right.
He's a passenger.
You're
He's
the
only saying he's
passenger,
driving.
Cillian.
I'm not even
Yeah,
paying
but he's a
attention. I'm just
passenger.
driving.
You're
Well,
passenger,
you're gonna
right?
get it.
Yeah, do not do what he is doing, folks. That's not safe.
I'm not really interacting with the stream. I'm just talking, so it's not a big deal.
Oh, boy.
I can focus. But don't do this, yeah.
Oh,
14 millimeter
Speaking
screen.
of which, so let me get on my phone really quick. Stripe, I'm going to be sending you something because based on the conversation last week, you would appreciate this.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
What did you refer to yourself last week?
I can't even remember.
Blink
Weren't
twice
you
if you're in
Blaster
danger.
Jesus? Weren't you Blaster Jesus? Or Earth
God.
Jesus?
I'm the king of the 7 leaks, bitch.
Hold on. Go check your email real quick.
Oh dear.
It's just for
dear.
you. This was at the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. It's you. It's a statue of you.
I swear to God.
Thank you, idol. General Strife now? Holy shit.
Go ahead and put it on camera. If you can.
Random slow driving truck.
This happened the next. This literally popped in my feed the next day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Cillian, I think I sent it to you.
I don't know. I'm driving, so I can't pay attention. All I can do is listen and talk.
Why does that?
Because that's the
He's
safe
riding-
thing to
he's
do.
riding. That's all I can do is sing a song. Well, yeah,
It is
everybody
wrong.
goes.
Was it
This
just-
stuff
Sing
is
me a
awesome.
song, you're
You
the
had
piano
enough.
man.
Everybody go to the Cecil
You know what, I'm
Hotel.
gonna-
We
I'm
have
gonna-
some bumps that drool.
Hold
Everybody
on,
go
Steve,
to the
let me-
Cecil Hotel. You can bet on bump fights. Everybody go to the Cecil Hotel. You just won't feel right. Oh yeah.
I got one for you, Chris. Sing us
Okay.
the song, you're the piano man. Sing us the song tonight.
Don't say this very
Yeah,
often,
but that's not a parody
Your
like
day
the Cecil
job.
Hotel song is.
Sing
I
Open
mean-
Biscuit. Open Biscuit. How about that?
Does anybody know about the Cecil? Anybody?
Well, I don't know that one.
Cool. Oh yeah, that's
At
the one where that
Natural.
lady,
Phoenix PD
that
just
lady
drove by.
was found in the cistern, and there was brown water that people were drinking, and it was bad stuff because there was a dead body.
Ew.
And that's also where Richard Ramirez hung out, and that's where it's basically the most haunted hotel in Los Angeles. And one time, me and my friends were in front of it, and I'm like, "Okay, I'll bet you lunch you can't walk through the lobby." And it's actually got a decent lobby. It's not that bad, but the whole rest of the hotel, shared bathrooms, everything, per floor, all that stuff. My friends all, so where are we going to eat lunch? Where do I buy you lunch? Like he didn't want to walk in. It was so seedy and so bad. There were like street people hanging out in the front of it begging for money. Oh, it's like it's Skid Row, basically. And, oh yeah. So I have a fun
I'm
little
in that
song.
right now.
You're in Skid Row right now? Oh boy.
Well, it's called Maryville. Maryville is
Knockoff Maryland.
don't
Maryland.
no Maryville is don't walk by yourself in the middle during the night unless you're packing.
Yeah,
All right,
unless
so
you're carrying
for
Mr.
those who are
45.
followers of my channel, you
Mhm.
interact the image that I sent to General Strife
I just got the notification for that. Yep.
on my public page. It's just so fantastic and awesome. Feel free to go look at it
I thought it
because
was a nice little message
I
from
will.
somebody. Nope.
And speaking of which, Trip in the chat would definitely appreciate that image as well because he was part of those shenanigans last week. He's the one who told us that we needed Blaster Jesus, and sure enough, I delivered to you McDonald's Blaster Jesus.
Everywhere I go, that freaking clown bastard follows me. I should probably change right now because this is not a good shirt to be wearing right now.
No.
Every time, man. Every time.
So Trip, it is in my my community page. If you go look at the posts, you'll see it there.
Oh boy.
It was apparently a statue somebody put up at the Oddities and Curiosity Expo. It came up on my feed, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I need to share this."
Wow.
Because it literally popped up on my feed the day after last week's stream on Thursday, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Great timing.
Without him being brought up.
Yeah.
Be nice to the kid. He's our general strike.
Motherfucker. Thank you.
And
Oh, we
here's
got Miles.
Miles
Oh,
being
John,
on.
how you doing?
Hopefully, brought enough for the rest of the group.
What is that?
And if not, that's okay.
What are those?
We're not gonna pull the the boot camp treatment on you and be like, "Oh, did you bring enough for the rest of the company?" So.
I mean, I brought enough for you guys, but you know,
But it's all for you. That's okay.
It takes me about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
I give it 30 minutes tops.
In
No,
typical
no,
Midwest
it
fashion,
takes a
I'm going
lot.
to drink out of my growler, but it only has water, so it's okay. You know.
I overdid it last night, so I don't want to overdo it today. I drank too much lately. It's summertime depression, you know. Anybody hear about that Boyle Heights freaking warehouse? Oh my God. My friend actually went to San Francisco to escape it. The Lineage warehouse that burnt down 85 million pounds of footage going to the floods.
What?
Oh yeah, right off the
No,
flood.
what?
The Lineage warehouse, the cold storage warehouse.
Oh.
Yeah. And it smells terrible all over downtown LA. It's just the most horrific smell. Fortunately, I'm in Santa Clarita, but my friend
What's it
actually
smell like,
took
buckwheat
off
or
the whole
something?
week because it was terrible. Yeah.
Or a fire or something coming.
This is what I've been drinking recently, though.
Slice.
Oh, slice. But what kind of slice? It looks like
Root
a
beer.
different variant, perhaps. Oh, root beer. They made a root beer? Seriously?
Okay.
That's
I've only
funny.
seen
I'm also drinking a root
grapefruit
beer.
orange slice.
This is
So-
like
Well, again, gentlemen, I'm sorry I'm eating in front of you.
Don't
I
apologize.
ate very little today. I'm freaking starving.
That's
Don't
okay.
apologize. My question is, did the lady eat during the daytime? Because I know that she has conditions.
Oh yeah, more than I did.
All right. Well, she's the important one as far as I'm concerned. Not that I don't like you, but I like her more.
Well, you know, I mean, you know how she is. So
I know. I'm aware. So.
I wanna
Oh
have
my
more
gosh.
just badly, like so bad. I want to have more.
You know, they,
so
Crystal Pepsi? You
a
have
little bit
Crystal
off
Crystal
topic,
Pepsi?
gentlemen.
Holy shit.
what do you have time for this?
I'll be honest with you. I feel like my
Original?
privacy has been invaded.
With
Is
what?
that the original Crystal Pepsi or is that the reissue Crystal
Well, I
Pepsi?
saw
Reissue.
Reissue.
flock cameras out by a certain place that I like to go visit.
You saw a what?
A flock camera set up across the street from a place
Run it
I like
over!
to go visit.
Run it over!
So I'm not going to condone this, but if anybody's interested, for those who want to know, they do have plenty of copper and gold
Yeah.
and other rare earth minerals and elements and metals that are very valuable.
Los Angeles County is getting rid of them because
Yeah.
too many privacy loophole laws and everything else. Flock cameras are terrible. Yeah. Not good.
www.dflock.com.
I can tell you stop going to this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some counties in Ohio that basically said that once their contract's up, they're getting rid of them because they didn't realize that the data was being shared with people outside of the police network.
Yep.
and they're not okay with that. I'm like, oh, wait, you mean a
Gotta read
private
those
company was
contracts.
stealing data to make money?
Gotta read those end user license agreements, and people don't. Bad
Like-
stuff. Bad things. Bad things.
Yeah. Well, I am sorry to hear that you went through a city that has them. Again, I don't condone or recommend that anybody do that. But if anyone's looking for a good source of copper or gold, they do have it.
Nelson down for flywheel.
Yeah.
And a very powerful a green laser that's available for commercial use is also known to disable them, apparently. I won't tell you which one, but you can look it up.
Shiny green flock cameras. 1D, 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 zappy, zappy, zappy. Oh, yes.
So basically, you're telling people, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. Not at all.
Don't do it.
We don't endorse it at all.
Yep.
But you know,
Milo, do we have audio for you? Because Don dropped out, so I need to make sure that you're still there. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Perfect. I just want to make sure because that way Streamer's not doing sunsets. Let's go and actually bring Cillian back up because he's driving. There he is. There's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man himself.
He's found down, oh, I'm not dancing again.
I have that song, don't tempt me.
Please, God. Just no.
I have that song, don't tempt me.
You got a long way to go.
I love Smoking the Man, but you better
You are
stop.
not Jerry Reed. You need to shut up, dude.
I'll shut up, man. I'll shut up. You're right, man. You're right. That's a great movie. Oh, God. I love it.
There is only one Jerry Reed, and you ain't him. Trust me.
I know, man. I know. I play the guitar better than I sing. I know.
Top 5 movies. Top 5 movie,
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
in my opinion.
What you can do with a 78 freaking Trans Am. Oh, yes.
There we go.
Obviously, put some moves on the old Smokey.
Now, I did see one of those Trans Ams yesterday, Chris, though, driving down
You
the
did?
road.
Nice.
One of the old Trans Ams with the Firebird on the hood, you know, with the 6.6 liter engine in it. Yeah.
Yeah. TDI, yep.
Beautiful.
Vroom, vroom.
Oh, yeah. Burt Reynolds
It's
was
a shame that
promised one.
it's a shame that they don't make cars like that anymore. You know.
It is a shame. It is a shame. Burt
I hear
Reynolds was
there's
promised
rumors
one
of them
that had
trying
a
to bring
CEO.
back the Trans Am.
And he didn't. And when a new CEO took over, and then said, "Oh, that was the old CEO that promised that." But he was promised a black Trans Am for shooting Smoke in the Bandit, and they didn't do it. Also, his driver did not know there was a Trans Am in the truck when it rolled out, and he's like, so that was a genuine reaction when he rolled out of the truck with the Trans Am. And by the way, that guy who was the driver also worked on the song Eastbound and Down. Yeah. So he was also
Jerry
a
Reed.
musician. Yeah, Jerry Reed. A great
The
actor.
Trans
as
Am
well,
doesn't
man.
compare to the Cybertruck. What are you talking about?
Oh, come
Cybertruck
on.
is actually better.
Cybertruck. But, you know, that's a great place to dump dog poop right in the trunk there. I mean, that's what I think. But me, I'm into
You mean
Ferrari. Not the
You
loose
talking
stuff,
about the
loose
electric dumpster?
stuff. Yeah, it's a lump. It's an electric stainless dumpster. That's right.
Yeah.
It's made out of this.
There's a lot of them out here.
But all over.
I just don't think that they're gonna get along too well up here in Michigan. Because it gets so cold up here, it'll literally suck the battery dry. And when I say that, Jonathan, I was talking,
What?
I think it was either you or Ryan one day while I was at work. I stepped outside to make the phone call. I had 60% battery when I went outside. I talked to you for 5 minutes. And my battery went from full down to like 5%. It gets so cold, it just sucks the juice right out the battery.
You might need to get a new phone. Your battery's also got problems. But yeah, that sounds about right.
Drain
Bring
the
a couple
shit out of
better
my
Honest
battery.
light bulbs for your Cybertruck.
Okay. So let's go and actually steer. What I just want to point out one thing, by the way, to people here, anyone who's watching. These discussions are not meant to be political in nature. So I'm going to make this disclaimer that any one of my panelists who makes an opinion, that is their own and does not represent anything. Just want to let you all know, I can speak for a pretty good example here, just because somebody mentioned something in the chat, and he's a well-known watcher of the channel.
Channer.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
What's a watch the channel?
That this panel, as far as I can tell, has a diverse viewpoint when it comes to politics, with some people being what you would call very conservative, with other people considered what I would consider to be rather progressive liberal. So I just want to let you know that when we don't discuss politics on here, usually what we do, we're very respectful of each other's opinions. And anyone who took offense when we were discussing about flock cameras, I sincerely apologize. I was not aware that was a partisan issue as far as I'm concerned.
I didn't know. I thought everyone hated them.
I'm pretty sure that was
a privacy issue
towards flock cameras.
Regardless of politics.
So
that's a regardless of politics issue.
I want to make an apology really quick to anyone who's watching that, because that was not meant to be a political statement for anyone. That's just a general statement of how we feel about a certain technology. It's kind of like in the hobby how certain people feel about flywheels versus springers. So, which we all know.
Comment on in chat, Norman.
They just said that they were not into politics for the day and said bye. And it was right after we had the comments about the flock cameras. So that's it. They was respectful.
I don't care who, what, where. They're just a privacy issue, man. I'm just
making that disclaimer. This is not a political chat. It's not a political panel. That was just a statement in general about flock cameras, and that's it. So
I hate people that assume things and assume that everything's a political thing. I hate that.
Well,
yeah, I hate that turning into a political thing.
This is not going to be a target to them. They have their opinion. They were not insulting. They just said they're not into politics for today. I want to address it to anyone else who's watching and know that this is not something that's meant to be political at all.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, we don't want a bunch of people watching our flock camera where we're shooting semi-realistic blasters. No matter how unrealistic we try to make it look, glitter tape and all, that go and say, "Oh, they're shooting guns in this park. Let's swat them." That's an issue with Nerf. It's not a political issue. That's a logistical issue. I don't care what party decided to do it. Doesn't matter. It's that
5 minutes out,
misread or misconceived. You see,
and Tripp just said that. I'll read this one here because I'm going to highlight this here real quick. Tripp just said that springers versus flywheels is way more political than flock cameras, and he is absolutely right. Technically, I'm an independent, but lately I've become more of a third party, which is the Lidl party for stringers. That's just me.
At least you're not HPA god.
Yeah.
That's a whole other can of worms we don't like to get into.
HPA god?
Or HPA man, or whatever you want to call it. The HPA grid is part of the hobby is...
I believe his name was Jared, and he had the epic blaster battle. That's HPA schmuck. But anyway.
HPA schmuck.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, John, I will say this, and I sincerely mean this when it comes to HPA. It's the greatest thing in the world for the hobby, but it will ruin you quick. And what I mean by that is, because once you hit that point, there's nothing better.
I know.
Period.
So I'm sure that with certain HPA applications, you're absolutely right. However, these are classified as HPA powered, even though they're CO2.
Yeah.
It's a form of HPA powered.
Oh, you're talking about Get Wrecked or Wrecked or what's called?
Yeah. The closeout sale, and those blasters were ass.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. They're all going out of business.
Well, that's
Okay.
why they were put out of business because their blasters were ass.
Sure they
I'll
were.
say this. Let me go get mine.
They were hard.
I
to boil
bought the Jerry like a couple years ago, and even I thought it was ass back then. And I own an HPA blaster. So with that being said, I was like, yeah, no, this is ass.
I got to go get my gold marker. I'll be back.
I picked up this one recently on Amazon. This is the wreck, the jury. It's a bamboo dart. I will not launch one of their darts because those things are harder than freaking you know what.
Yeah.
They're harder than normal FPJs as far as I'm concerned.
Why do they ship a CO2 blaster with FPJs or FPN? Why? I don't understand the logic there.
Noticed, yes. They want to be noticed.
No, your noticing has been noticed. Thank you for noticing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Now, again, right?
Because they're not very nerd smart like us.
That's it.
Well, I got a great idea. Let's use a bunch of 12 and 20 ounce CO2 cartridges and throw them in the Nerf blaster. Nobody's done that yet. Why do you think we haven't done that yet? They're banned from most competitions when you're playing in a
only
niche
like
game.
Literally in the United States that I know of, there's only like a handful of places you can actually use HPA.
Yeah, they're considered a compressed gas gun. You have to use them in private fields and stuff. And this
Our group my old group allows them.
Potato gun.
You can use them at conch in certain parts.
My old group allows it too, the SWNC.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at my destination, so give me a second while I take care of this transaction.
All right. Well, if we see some scars where your kidney used to be, we'll understand.
And if you're
telling me I should not fire FPJs out of high power blasters?
You're not getting this from Craigslist, are you? Oh, wow. Look at that.
No, it's a Facebook Marketplace thing.
Well, I've offered to harvest one of John's kidneys and give it to Ryan.
Oh, you're so funny.
All right, so real quick, let me go back to the conversation we had before because Tripp said some funny things here. Because this is what he said to me. Oddly enough, it's kind of funny. Hold on here. Stringers, man, went from centrist to far left socialist real quick. Haha. Not entirely wrong. And then this one, which is true in my opinion, and I want to get you guys' ideas on this one. Springers are better for primaries, in my opinion. Flywheelers are better for quick secondary draws in a panic.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's very cool. I like it.
I would say
I
that's
held my own with this blaster again really goddamn well. Really goddamn well. I didn't have, I had no backups, no Venom Pros, no pistols, nothing. I just ran out with this because I was in a crunch for time to get into round 2 because we got there late. Man, nobody got near me. It was pretty crazy.
Okay,
but of course,
I'm
we
going
had
to
some pretty good
off the
grips.
script really quick. Hold on. Look at that bug right there.
He looks like he's like constipated. Are you constipated, John? Do you need some
froze, man.
a suppository or an enema or something? You know, I mean.
No, but I'll tell you, what does $40 get
like
you?
A good missing side photo.
What does $40 get you?
Because they take your kidneys. We're going to use that photo.
You want to know what $40 would get me? Seriously, I'll tell you. I have no problem telling you. That would be by both of the new Adventure Force releases. That would be $40 in my guess, which would probably about fill me.
Our guests still outrageous here.
3 pan pizzas from Papa John's.
No.
Yeah.
No, we don't have a Papa John's in my area. Their pizza's nasty anyway. It tastes like ass.
Oh, here we go, boys. I'm right back.
The new pan is pretty good.
Papa John's slander will not be tolerated.
Okay.
Okay.
I just have a fail going on. I'm getting a bunch tomorrow.
So, by the way, reaffirming that my earlier statement that these darts are ass. These are the Gen 1 bamboos.
Mm-hmm.
Milo, I used it as the core for the Mega Dart. And I went getting, from this particular blaster, 135 to 140 to literally only hitting 110.
Yeah.
With no noticeable.
Why do they suck so bad?
Like, and mind
Because
you,
that's why.
Yeah, I don't know why they're like. What about these were horrible? Like, why they were so horrible? These are like just the worst. I had a box of 100 that I bought before I knew better, and yeah.
Well, now you know better, and now you wish you didn't buy them. Huh.
No, you know what? No, because here's the thing. It was a lesson learned. That's why.
Yeah, not to do it again.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I wish people. I know would
I've just got
learn
a
that
couple
lesson.
of Gen 2s.
I used some
Those
Gen
were good,
1
actually.
somewhere.
Those were good. The Gen 2, the Bamboo 2s were actually really good. Bamboo 2Xs were good.
I have
Seems like there are more of these pulling numbers.
like maybe about 90 of those left.
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. The bamboos, they came in what, 200 count boxes, didn't they? The shorts.
The shorts, yeah. I bought like 4 boxes
Yeah,
of them when
I've
they
got
were
180 left. I'm sorry. I've got 180 left because I only used like 20 out of the box. So.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
you're right, Trip. $50 is $50, which is why I work the corners for $20 because $20 is $20 in this economy.
That's true. There's people who do a lot of things for $20.
I will mod your blaster for $20, guys. Like I'm a complete slut for Nerf like that. All right, look at the silly guy.
I can see that.
It's a little damaged, little old, but it's nonetheless, it's still a white out long strike.
You know what you do?
And the barrel
You know what
attachment.
you do with that
Okay,
silly?
cool.
You literally take that and you make a restoration video and you put that on YouTube and people will watch it.
I'm planning on restoring it to an extent. Well, I want to do it this one, honestly. Clean it up, restore it, short dart kit it, honestly, and take a modulus long distance barrel, not the green one, but the white orange one, and put it on there. And then take the barrel after it's been restored and cleaned and put that on a OG Recon Mark II, like what Make Test Battle did.
Hold on.
Why
What
don't
you do, if you want to get subscribers because somehow this is popular, you make a video. You get a mannequin, a female mannequin, pretend that she's your wife, and that your biggest dream was to get restore an old blaster. And you make a video with like some cats or some dogs and pretend that you're on a farm restoring a blaster and do it like one of those old school DIY channels on YouTube. You know, the couple that always
I feel like
goes
this
to
is a
Portugal.
trap.
They go to they buy a property in Portugal and restore a farm, even though none of them are from Portugal. My wife watches this shit all the time. That's what I'm saying. I know that
This
people
is so
watch it.
random. I love it.
So,
Rubs a
Right in the
lotion
barrel.
on its skin or else it gets blasted again. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It rubs a
So-
lotion on its skin or else it gets blasted again. That's what you do. Of course, that's my way. That's
I
a lot
say
of
that.
people, so.
I say that, and
So,
again, guys,
seriously
this-
though, Jonathan, I do have a question for you. When I
Sure.
say this, you'll know what I'm talking about. Is the blaster sunburnt?
There's a slight variance of yellowing, but most of the problem with it is Sharpie marks.
Oh, okay.
Sharpie marks. Oh, I'm guilty.
That would be
I'm
easy
Sharpie.
though. I can easily just
I'm
rub a little
sharpening my
bit of
primary sniper right now.
I can alcohol swab this and should be fine.
Yeah,
just
I-
not nail
I was
polish.
kind of wondering if it was sunburnt.
Don't think it's that bad. It's got a little bit of yellow tint to it, but not that bad. It's mostly like a age of plastic. All it needs, like I said, is just a big cleaning down of rubbing alcohol, and that should be fine. It does come with 3 mags, all 6-rounders. It's even got some old school darts, not like what's it called, but not the streamlines, but elite darts. And it's got it does have. I did notice that one of the stock mount points is a little busted, but that's not a big deal. I can fix that.
All right,
You
well,
can fix
John,
anything.
I need you
We
to
can make it
focus on the
stronger,
road.
faster, better. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're going to shut your camera off so that you can focus on the road. That's fine if you want to do audio and just listen and talk, but I need you to shut your camera off for safety reasons, please.
Okay.
And see something with your long strike on
There
your
we
way
go.
out, just for fun. I don't endorse that. I do endorse that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, just I have no problem if you go audio. Fine. Just please do not be looking at the screen. All right.
I usually don't have them, Ben. I've been driving.
Yeah.
I know you have been, but please, just it's for safety purposes. Because now that they have the product, that's fine. However, what I will tell
We don't
you,
want to get sued or nothing.
Stripe had a great idea that this would definitely get content and also infuriate the hobby. Shred the blaster on camera. Make a YouTube.
I am not Rob Lear.
So,
everyone remember that name, Rob Lear?
Of course I do.
I'm not doing that. He shredded so many blasters, to my knowledge, that were worth money.
oh, you mean like the time that I was offered a Crimson Long Strike and was told that they'd give it to me if I destroyed it on camera?
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
would
know.
say that camera because it means nothing to me.
I couldn't do that.
I can't
Yeah,
either.
Shoot a Manta with an
I know for some
HPA.
people that's hard to picture, but to me, it would not be a problem. You know, I mean, and I know that sounds strange or whatever, but it's just, to me, the blaster never did anything for me. You know?
Dead to you anyway.
A Crimson Long Shot?
You know, I mean, that's pretty much why I never bought one.
Yeah,
But,
maybe
Crimson Long Shot.
I just
That's
still
a
Ultra One. If that makes you
that's
feel
a
any
quick
better, I just
model
didn't do
with
it
a
like that.
250 blaster.
I put it in a bag and I put a whole bunch of Drano in it, in the bag, the crystal Drano, and I activated it with fucking water.
Gotcha.
That blaster never worked again.
Well, did it have holes in it?
What? The blaster or the bag?
I was gonna say naturally the blaster has holes in it. The blaster
Yeah.
has holes. How the hell did the darts come out?
I was going to say, did it have holes in it, like from acid eating through it?
Oh.
Well, the shell was kind of like really soft, I guess you would call it, very fragile afterwards.
Ew.
I probably could have jumped up and down on it a few times and got to snap into 1,000 pieces.
Okay,
I just
so
couldn't think what would happen in the Ultra One. I figured since nobody liked it, I might as well.
real quick, Strife over here is recommending the equivalent of a war crime in the nerd community.
It's a war
He wants
crime.
he
But
wants to
we
shoot a Manta, a classic Manta, with a piston pump and destroy it, and watch collectors weep as the ad revenue rolls in for you. Yeah.
Anything for some views, man. I tell you.
Go Jack
One of
Doherty
the
out of
rarest
the
blasters ever released, and you want to destroy it.
Yeah, I'm
Give
not
it
saying
the
there are
sweet
new
release
blasters
of
that are
death.
much more worthy of said punishment. Yes. There are new blasters that are much more worthy of being blasted to oblivion or destroyed or shredded or lit on fire or don't do any of this stuff at home, kids. We're adults and we're crazy. So
Yeah, that's pretty much
What's that
it. We're
blaster?
adults and we're lunatics. So, yeah, we do some stupid things.
of course I'm disabled. I'm psychotic.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Watching semis try to compete for 2 lanes is hilarious.
Oh my god, semi freaking lane battles? That's fucking sucks, yeah.
And we're not even on the freeway. We're on the city streets.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn. Look at
So,
I was in Myers today, Norman. I was sitting there
What-
waiting for a while. Just sitting in the parking lot, chilling there waiting. And these two ladies, they kind of like had a collision with each other.
yeah.
And they got out and they both started just yelling and screaming at each other. And I'm like, first of all, it's both of yours fault for not looking because people drive up and down these aisles like idiots. So basically what you can do is you can call the police and shut the fuck up.
I have further questions, but I don't think they'd be appropriate.
Oh, gosh.
Were they Karens? Yes.
Yeah, it's one of them.
They were Karens, trust me.
That's become a common occurrence lately.
So,
But
by the way, I want to get a quick poll. Panelists in it with the chat as well. I'm going to pull a couple of things on camera real quick. I mentioned this earlier. I showed Cillian this. So, Cillian, you already know what it is. And you
I
already know
believe so.
there's one influencer that's going to be like, oh my gosh.
How dare
this-
you?
So this is the project, and Milo, I told you about this. This is what the inspiration is. Okay.
Dual dealer.
I'm waiting on the hardware kit to be delivered.
Double dealer is a hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the front middle of it. And this is going to be the priming grip for it.
Uh-huh.
I see.
Make something truly insane.
And this is going to give it away, but why not? This is the Magwell. Once I get it together here. It's a
This thing is
6-year-old,
so light.
right?
Yeah.
But I think it calls for it.
Ooh.
It's auto-focusing out, I think. I just noticed it when I was looking over.
It's got wings. So
Let
we
me,
can
Red Bull gives you wings.
I was
get
thinking
the
more like
camera up
another
here.
product that women use that have wings. But yeah, exactly. This thing is so light without the
So there we go.
scope. It's incredible.
That will be the
It's just
Magwell of it.
so solid and light.
I think that I've got the inspiration pretty set. The colors are pretty close for my double burr. That's inspired by the double dealer.
Nice. 2 full-length Magwells there. Very cool.
Yep. That also can go be half lengths. I was literally just waiting on the kit. I need to order some more springs from Trip, so I can actually put double K25s in there.
You need these. Lots of these. Couple of these.
I have one available. I need another one, so I'm going to order more from him later on.
Gotcha.
Never enough springs, my friends. Never enough.
No,
Get
there
off
isn't.
My thing is that, again, I have 2 choices. I can either stick with the K25s that the kit will come with. I can put Silver Fox, I have 2 of those, or I can put the K25Rs.
K25Rs. K25Rs.
Rs.
If you got the space for them, the Rs, yes. If you
Yeah.
don't, the SF25 plus 2s work really well in the long shot 2.0, but I want to remedy that. I want somebody to make an aftermarket tube that just has a 55 millimeter space. But I will tell you right now that if this thing could come stock with K25R, I would just throw that in there if I could. You know, it's really sad that I'm limited to 44 millimeters of solid. So if you can, K25R, it's just a better spring. It's not going to set as bad. It'll end up being better. I mean, really, you know. I mean, I have over an inch of spring set on my long shot. Yes, it still shoots 260, 280, but it's not 360, 380. But you know what? The longevity's better with the K25R. I mean,
So hold on. Question in the chat from Rufus the Red: if we saw the new K25s, the answer is yes. In fact, Cartea and myself were both testers of the K25. I did a review on my channel from the K25R.
K25.
And by the way,
K25R, SF plus 2. I have all three. Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I need to say one thing. Congratulations to Trip on what seems to be a successful launch of a new product. He had messaged me that within like 2 days he had sold 60, I believe, of them, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, I saw that. I was pretty surprised they sold that many like that.
That's phenomenal. Like seriously, like
keep an eye on him. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. I mean, really, Because the time I sold 125 springs in one weekend, I sold some long shot springs because I had to send them back because my boss was getting mad. So I sneakily sold some 16 kilogram turfs for turf springs. But other than that, that's the best spring sale I've ever heard. I had help with that, and people really wanted that spring anyway. But yeah. But that's really bitching.
I remember those 16 kilogram springs. Been a while.
Yep,
they're good springs.
So there's another question with this one here. Rufus, let's see here. He says he didn't understand how they can prime easier with 10% more power. I'm going to speak on this one, and I may be wrong. Trip, please correct me in the chat. I think it has to deal more with the tensile strength of the spring, the material used, the music wire. That definitely helps with it. It also has more tension than the other stuff that other springs have been made out of.
Okay.
It's a lot easier.
I can answer this one too. Okay. So here's your normal K25, and the spacing, it doesn't look like it's farther, but it's just ever so slightly farther. So that when this compresses, when it takes a set, it's going to be this at new. And when this sets, it's going to be shorter. So because the coil distance is wider, and this is 12 inches up with the same space rather than 11 inches with the same amount of coils, it has 10% more power. I think it's more than 10, to be honest, but 10's a conservative marketing estimate instead of an overestimate. It's an underestimate. Depends on your blaster, but I've seen 40 feet per second of difference with the same amount of coils with a freaking, I mean, that's just over 10%. That's about 11%, 11 to 12. But that's what it is. This is 12 inches. It's got 2 solid coils, and it's the same 25 active coils as this, but it's spread over 12 inches rather than 11 inches, and it causes it to have more power. So it's not the same spring. It's not just the wire, and the wire is better. I have noticed it's a lot nicer, harder, tougher steel. But that is what it is, to be honest with you. It's the geometry of the spring is longer, has more space between coils, and has more free space of 12 inches rather than 11 inches to express those 25 active coils.
So Stripe asked a random question, and I would love to get the panel's feedback on this. I have my own thoughts that are completely different. Where do you guys think that Nerf flagships went down the tubes? Because he's going to be doing a video on this, and he pinpointed that they peaked in 2018 and went downhill after that. I would disagree with you on that one, but I have my own reasons. What would you say?
The entire Elite line, I can answer this because I'm more acquainted with Nerf than I am anything else. Nerf honestly had its peak at End Strike Elite and a lot of Zombie Strike. That was where a lot of the peak was, and then obviously some of the other brands. That's where a lot of people. Well, Rebel was in there too, but that was more of an afterthought that people realized. Okay, these are actually good blasters, even though it was designed for girls under young girls.
Are awesome.
Yes, the Rebel is awesome. There are a couple blasters, obviously, that are pretty good. Well, the Star Shot, that's that, but Nerf never intended for it to get modded. But yeah, the End Strike Elite stuff, you got the EAT, the Wrap Out Strike, you got Retaliator, the Strife, even the Raven, which I know that was an end strike originally, but everything in that cat and the what he just spoke of, that's all household name Nerf. Like if you think of that nowadays, you really don't think, you probably think of Fortnite more than anything. But if you're like an OG Nerfer that's been around for like Chris, or like even I want to say probably even like Milo, or obviously Norm. There's a few of us obviously, but a lot of us that have been around a while know that series was one of the better ones. And then obviously Zombie Strike had its hits along the redo, the long shot. It was an interesting choice, but the hammer shot, that started a whole wave of, and obviously look what it did for Trip. I don't know where he'd be without the hammer shot, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean that alone was a huge boost to the hobby, because it became almost a household staple for your little skirmishes for indoors. But for HVZs, that was a huge deal. There's also obviously the reshells, but let's be honest, Elite and Zombie Strike were probably the peak, obviously. Yeah, it was the peak to talk.
Let me say what
Rival Prometheus.
I would
Rival was
say,
good too, but the HIR round just had too many flaws. If you got over a certain FPS, it became too inaccurate. And then obviously they released the AccuRival round, or whatever it's called, the thicker devil rounds.
John, real quick, hold on. You're veering way off the basis of the question. We're not talking about image. We're talking about the blaster.
Then Rival was meh.
Okay, because here's the thing: we need to, before I can even answer his question, we need to define what do we consider flagship blasters, and what are we ranking this off of? Because I'll tell you, for example, the best blasters that Hasbro ever made, the most solid designs, hands down, and I will die on this hill, was actually the Ultraline, in spite of the ammo being shit.
Yeah,
I can back that up too.
For me, I would say
it's in the materials used, it's in the internals. I mean everything. So go ahead.
I feel like
I would say, as far as when I noticed it to start to go downhill, and again, Norman, I agree to disagree with you on this one partially. I would say one, when Ultra came out, just because of the ammo. Okay. The second one that I would say, which kind of like was it was a nice idea but very poorly executed, was the Elite 2.0 line.
Agreed. The way they designed the stuff, it just wasn't easy to service.
The Alpha line was terrible. Oh yeah. No O-rings on the Alpha line, no O-rings in your plunger, and they didn't have the mod potential. Ultra would have been fine, and N would have been fine had they just kept the Elite, but they didn't keep it where it was. Exactly. And now they're just too dependent on revolver designs, and they're too dependent on just paint jobs and sci-fi looks and Fortnite. And I think Fortnite, I honestly thought the Star Wars line was going to be the end. But no, everything kept going. The Chronos came out. Oh, man, I love the Chronos. And like the Saturn came out and everything else. And then like I have a zombie, like my Singapore Express is a Z Strike long shot. It's built on a Z Strike long shot. I love it. I think it's great. It doesn't come with the bipods. Perfect. I don't have to take that bipod off, But the Elite, the shitty blue plastic, the everything else, it didn't improve the darts. We're still using the same whole design on the dart heads that we used since 2008. It's time to change. Stupid.
Well,
I think it's going to be very hard for the hobby to get off of the 50 cal foam dart. It works just too well in half dart format at this point. It's just too good.
Yeah, we're not getting rid of that. That's not going away anytime soon.
One of the other lines I was extremely disappointed in was the Pro line.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of them, but I
I'm going to tell
agree.
you exactly why. Because when you buy a
That
Pro
was a
Blaster,
Pro
I don't
pistol.
give a fuck if it's a
That
Dart
or a
Zone
spin.
Blaster, X Shot Blaster, or whatever, right? It should be able to be tuned like that.
Yeah.
Now, I know people were souping up the sender and shit like that, but when you sell blasters that are so badly flawed out of the box, it's like, why would you do this? You know,
Yeah, just opening the
I thought the
torrent failed it.
was, and as much as I like pump action springers, I thought the torrent was garbage. I truly did.
As soon as you opened it, it basically is like voiding a warranty and saying you can't use it anymore. Because when I modded mine with an AK blaster mod, like a quick reattach barrel, or I have a call it barrel, and a spring upgrade, it just killed it. It wouldn't work anymore, no matter what I did. So
There's the Pro Blaster they should have made, the Pro Pistol, and the Pro Rifle should have been the long shot. If they would have just made a pump action long shot that shoots 200 right up there with like, I mean, you could have blown Dart Zone right out of business. I mean, you could have taken the Dart Zone 4 and it would have been like, okay, this is a big piece of junk compared to a long shot that gets you 200 out of the box with like a 12-inch barrel, or probably more like a 10
What they really messed up on, in my opinion, is that when they gave us the Strifex, right? They should have kept that philosophy. They should have gave us freaking Pro Retaliator, or they
Pro
should have
Rapid
given
Strike.
us also a Pro Rapid Strike as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
instead, they didn't do that. What did they do? They gave us 2 other blasters that were ass right out of the box, most of them.
And their mags aren't even compatible with ankle talons unless you modify them.
Exactly.
That's so stupid.
Even though they're the same damn geometry. I don't understand that. Typical, Hasbro.
Overtake because they're more popular, but people order more online now, so it's not like going to the store. Back in 2013, 2008, where people didn't order online as much, or was just catching on, you had stuff in the store, it was more prevalent, and you can get away with stuff as Hasbro. What they failed to do was adapt to the online retail industry that, okay, now I can get a Dark Zone mag online. I can get a Coda mag online. I can get anything online, and I'm not stuck to what's in the store anymore, as we used to be back in the late 2000s and early 2010s. And they failed to recognize that.
Could you imagine, though, if we would have had a Nexus Pro and an Aeon Pro back when, Nerf was still making the Elite line and it just started? Could you imagine the upset that would have caused?
It would have been out of business. Absolutely. It would have been out of business.
No doubt.
Because modding was just still starting to take off.
Sticking in the water.
Worker wasn't even conceptualized yet. Well, they were starting to be. And they were only sold on like sites like Taobao and certain parts of AliExpress and other like Chinese sites that were not direct to America. And it was there was no resellers.
Yeah, so now there's resellers. It's easy to get online now. So people go, well, why do I have to get this stuff from Target or Walmart or the store? I can just go and order them online, and I can get whatever I want. I'm not stuck with Hasbro ammo anymore. I'm not stuck with their half-lengths. I'm not stuck with their elite darts. I can do what I want now. I can get this from M16-4 Jet Blaster. And yes, it will take you a month to get here, but here it is. You got something pro, nice, solid, $129. You are done. And well, except for the magazine, of course. I mean, I still need your talent adapter, of course. But it's like the magazines. What did I do? I ordered 8 of the 20 rounders, and I said I'm doing that. And I didn't buy anything from the store. Sure, I have the ones that came with, let's say, the Nexus Pro, and I have a few others. And I got the ones I got from Jet Blaster, the original prototypes. I got those. But
that's weird. I can't hear anyone anymore. Oops.
Oh no.
Let me do
this. Get mugged.
Hold on. Let's do this.
He's in the Twilight Zone.
All right, now let's see if you can hear us again.
Here you go.
John, can you hear us?
Is he dead?
Yep.
Honestly, if I can't hear anyone, I know it's probably my car. It's done this before.
Your
All right, so
car.
we're-
shoot
Maybe
the
just
car.
back in your home.
So back to your question, Strife. I would be willing to say that we peaked during the Elite, Rebel, Z-Strike, original Z-Strike era. That peak, that plateau went into Ultra for the blasters. We went downhill with Elite 2.0. Once they stopped using metal springs and switched to
Yeah.
plastic, started for cost-cutting measures, was when we started to lose a lot of quality. There were a couple of blasters in Elite 2.0 that maintained that quality standard, that were actually decent. I can say that there were 3 that were actually good in Elite 2.0. Moto Blitz was one of them. The Trailblazer, as much as people hated on it, was actually a decent successor to the Hammer Shot. And the Storm Shadow, the Storm, whatever the hell it's called, the Strife version of it. All the other ones, when they got the ones that they didn't do solvent welding on, and they didn't have the plastic springs on them,
Yeah.
were all
Not the Phoenix, the other one.
Yeah, the Phoenix was not good. The Turbine, I mean, the Phoenix was good if you wanted to keep it stock, and you ran it with IMRs, you hit over 110 with it. With
it's like
Turbine,
a self-destructive war on modders. That's what it was. Self-destructive war on modders.
Exactly. Yeah. Now you can modify a Phoenix. I mean, Buff Daddy made a cage for it, a dual stage cage for it. The problem though is that getting that solvent welding is a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So
and the other thing is there's more better options. There are more.
I talked to Jack about this with the solvent welding, and he was like, "I'll tell you right now, I am absolutely not a fan of it. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with."
Yeah.
So, I mean, if that's coming from somebody who I would consider to absolutely know what the hell they're talking about, if somebody like that is telling you that, it's pretty much going to be true.
Now, here's the thing, though, and I'll point this out to anybody. Solvent welding was not new in Elite 2.0. That has existed since End Strike. We just didn't see it very often because it was
the Firefly.
The
Firefly.
No, the Firefly. The regular Firefly didn't have solvent welding. What did have solvent welding was the light 'em up Raven.
Oh.
The
barrel. I know what you're talking about.
The barrel was solvent welded into it. With the collet system, you actually had, in order to remove that, you had to boil it to do that. I never had to experience it until recently when I did that beastly thing right there, because I could always just remove the flywheel and not have to fuck with the barrel. Recently, when I actually had to remove it, I was like, whoa, this is welding in and welded in, and I didn't know it. But it wasn't like that in the Elite one or in the freaking the Ravenfire. Or the yellow one. So
I'll be right back.
But
no, you're right, Norman. It's just to me, it seems like it went downhill.
Yep.
After Ultra.
Now I will say this, and this is one thing that I made. It's funny. I made a skit about it. I never did this. I actually was going to do a review on Alpha Strike, and I had dressed up in a business suit, and I'd filmed this skit. I hadn't gotten around to editing it. Where I was president business, CEO of Hasbro. Yeah. And I was that was the character that I made, and I changed outfits for each person. Where I messed up my hair to look like a designer, and made myself look like a bean counter to say ways that we could cut costs and make more money. And I said, oh, we can do this by doing this, and we can put on the packaging that it comes with like 50-something pieces, when in reality it's just a blaster, and then each dart counts as one piece. That way the idiot who buys it think that they're getting a great deal when they're not. So,
it's those fucking kids, they'll buy anything claws is what it now is. You know what I'm saying? It's those fucking kids, they'll buy anything
like
claws.
the Nerf flag on top of the world saying it's like the #1 blaster brand bullshit.
Yeah,
which
it is.
Yim's Mod will tell you he put something in the chat earlier, and I'm the one who fed him this idea when he had posted a picture of Hasbro doing those releases, those micro, the double strike releases of the TMNT system. And I'm like, yeah, because Hasbro's going for that market of the, oh, mommy, daddy, I want this. Look, it has a Ninja Turtle on it. Mommy, 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 mommy. And the parents are just going to buy it so the kid will shut the fuck up and leave him in peace. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's the market that they're going after. I mean, Alpha Strike, you want to know who they were going after with that? The parent that's at Dollar General on Christmas Eve because mom and dad are divorced. Dad forgot, oh crap, it's Christmas. I got to get little Billy a Christmas present, and I'm at Dollar General. Ooh, look, here's a Flyo Blaster.
I'm looking at, yeah.
Yeah, that was what Alpha Strike was
Thanks,
for.
Mommy, then. Well, it's like
for
Michael
people-
Eisner said at a merchandising meeting once. Just repackage it, resticker it, put it back in the Emporium in Disneyland. Those fucking kids, they'll buy anything. Anything. I mean, he said that when they're like, well, we could get these guitars that we can get from South Korea and we can put them in. No. These work just fine. These plastic guitars work just fine. They don't work at all, actually. There's like a little toy. Remember those little toy guitars, guys? They used to sell at Disneyland? Yeah, little plastic ones. That's what it's saying. Is it? No, just repackage it, resticker it, put it back in the Emporium. Those fucking kids, they'll buy anything. Anything.
I will point this out, and Chris, I already know that you know this. Strife, have you ever been to Disney or Disneyland?
Disney World, yeah.
Disney World, okay. Think about how many of those balloons that you saw with Mickey ears that just have the Walt Disney World logo on them that you saw.
Oh yeah.
Those literally cost like $7 a pop and cost 50 cents to make.
Yep. And where does the demand come from? Mommy, I want a balloon.
I want this balloon. And you buy the balloon.
And you just want to shut them up while you're drinking your margarita or the beer at the German festival. I mean, yeah.
And I say this as a parent who took a kid one time. I wasn't their parent, but the biggest act of fuckery that happens is when they sucker you for those $7, and literally within 30 minutes, that balloon flies up into the sky because the kid let it go.
Oh yeah.
It's like you just see your money going like, oh look, there's an hour of my time at work flying away. Oh, look at that. On top of the fact that you literally spent a day working just to be able to afford to go into the park in the first place. But
yeah. People going into debt to go to freaking Disney World. It's pretty sad. And now they've done it's trickery with the buses. You have to be a hotel guest to go on the bus or like the boats and stuff. You used to not be able to do that. You used to be able to park at Disney Springs, just go wherever. Now they've and I really thought tomorrow was going to be more of the people CEO. We're always hoping the next CEO is going to be more us. No.
We need Abigail to be put in position, but that's just me. But anyway, so the
going back to like the modding part of like the unmoddability of the blasters, I actually talked about this in my latest N series video. Shameless plug, by the way. About how the internals were good, but the plastics were terrible. Like they had beefy rival-like internals, but the plastic that was made out of it wasn't the traditional ABS. It was like the polypropylene crap that doesn't bond to glues.
I'm so sorry. I was reading a comment. Which line are we talking about?
N series.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
And
I follow.
It's basically unusable for basically a big chunk of the integration community, or the big chunk.
You can't go to it. You can't bond to it.
Integration community.
Yep.
High density polypropylene. Yep.
I personally believe that N series had the opportunity to be a return to glory for Hasbro, in my opinion, when it came to the blasters. Because
like a reboot of Nerf.
What?
A reboot of Nerf.
It could have been. The ammo is what brought it down. And I don't hate the ammo. It was better than standard elite. But again, like I tell people, when you compare Nerf to Nerf, you have to go elite dart to N series. You cannot compare N series to Adventure Force waffle tips because they are two different companies. Yes, you can fire waffle tips out of standard Nerf blasters, but you don't like you got.
That's not what Nerf is comparing, though. You can't hold it to your standard when, like, it's not what Hasbro's doing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I compare it to Hasbro standards to their other standard with their product. So I compare N1 to Elite, and I'm sorry, I saw where N1 was better than Elite, but not compared to Waffle Tips. But then again, Elite wasn't better than Waffle Tips. Waffle Tips beat Trump Elite any day of the week, anyways. So it's like that's where I'm.
I did my own little test with like a long shot compared to a pinpoint. Yeah,
and the pinpoint was better.
With me, as far as N series, the blasters weren't terrible. They really weren't. It was just the ammo. It was a proprietary ammo, which is pricey. And I don't know about you, Norman, but how many games have you been to where a guy brings out a N series blaster and has about 5,000 rounds in his pocket?
Oh, you're all dead now. Yeah.
I'm that guy because I did it one time for as a joke when I brought my modded Galactic Banner, and I actually tagged like 5 people with it, so like I was happy. But the thing though is that again, that's me. I'm not everybody in the hobby. Everybody in the hobby would rather stick to one ammo type. But again, it's funny because you mentioned the ammo was so expensive.
Yeah.
You stand by that comment?
Well, when it came out, it was $2.50 for like 10 or 20 darts. You tell me.
For
10.
Oh no, for 10. For 10. Four darts for 20. Yeah.
Yep.
So here's the thing.
That's the price I'm going by is what it cost when it came out.
What are you comparing it to?
I'm comparing it to, again, waffle tip darts.
That's
that's a different thing.
Yeah, that's the whole problem. You can't compare it to that. But again, as far as I was concerned, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Because then I had visions of the whole Ultra fiasco all over again.
Which
Hasbro wasn't trying to outdo Adventure Force there. They were trying to outdo themselves, though.
Yeah. Which is where that's where I say that they did outdo themselves, because then a 70 pack for Elite darts is usually like $15.99, and it on sale it's like $12.99. The 80 pack of N1 darts was $13.99 and would go down sometimes on sale as low as $7.99. Yeah, that right there. That's 20 pack is like
one of these 20
what I'm
packs
going by
$5.
though, Norman, now is the actual, you know, when it came out, the prices that I saw the darts for. I was like, really?
I know, I understand, but again, when you're doing the comparison, you're comparing the price of Adventure Force waffle darts to N1, when Adventure Force is a completely different company. You have to compare with what Nerf offered before, which was Elite, versus what their price was brand new versus what N1 is. That's where I'm coming from. You know, and when you compare those two, you'll see that N1 was the cheaper dart. It wasn't as expensive as people think it was. Ultra, completely different story, because Ultra was like, what was it, like $10.99 for 20? So
yeah,
something like that. It was like $10 for like 20 darts or something, if I remember right.
We got a question here.
I know the only Ultra darts I ever bought was, and these are ones that, you know, that obviously didn't come with the blasters or whatever, to my knowledge, was I bought like 3 or 4 packs of the pinpoints of the Ultra pinpoints.
Yeah, I stick my elbow out, because if you go like this, this tends to be more stable. It just aims better. So to go like this, I noticed that it doesn't have as much stability. You go like this, it holds the butt of the rifle to your shoulder a little bit more firmly. That's why I like to tuck out when I do it.
Milo, for your sake, because I know that you can't necessarily read this, there was a question posed in the chat. Tucked or extended elbow when firing. He's always been taught to tuck the elbow like this. I've always been taught to kind of
Sounds
like chicken wing. It really depends as to how you want. So
I know it.
Well, it depends on what you're shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a blaster. Either way is fine.
yeah, like for me, let me grab a long one.
You know, I mean, but sure enough, you don't want to try to chicken wing a 50 cal Barrett or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's whatever version you like. It's fine with me. I don't care.
On Model 91, the brass can actually hit you on the elbow. It's happened to me a couple times. The 76251 brass got chipped on the elbow with hot brass because it's flying straight back 45 degrees when it fires, and we don't have the ejector pad for it, which I need an ejector pad. You know.
So,
I
Manta,
use a slight chicken wing, but not really. I mean,
I chicken wing all the way, man, all the way.
to
And then
you know, but
I hold the
to me,
base
though,
of
that's
the lid,
uncomfortable.
so
But
the
to me, though,
vibration
that's
doesn't get
uncomfortable
continued
to
to the
go
blaster
all the
coming
way
in
out
where
like
it
that.
is.
That's why I like to go, you know, maybe partially down a little bit. You know, it's just to go all the way out like that's just not natural.
Yeah, it's just
All
the
right,
way I
so-
shoot.
so here comes my off-color joke, and I'm allowed to say
Oh, yeah.
this. No, it's not. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. When I'm doing CQB with a low pressure prime, I will tuck like a drag queen. When I
Yeah.
actually have a
Minimize
beefy
the
spring
frame
that I need to brace, I will chicken wing because it helps me brace more when I chicken wing. Does that make any sense? Think about it.
Yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense. I
That's-
didn't hear the drag queen part, but okay.
Yeah. So like I'll tuck it in so you can't see my elbow like this. And then if I'm applying pressure, I will chicken wing because that allows me to brace better here when I have to prime something harder. That's why.
But why I like pistols for CQB better too is I have a tendency to do that even when I'm not looking, and it does cost you hits if you're way out. If you're going through halls and your elbow's sticking way out there for CQB, definitely I would not chicken wing. But then again, I'm going downtown when I chicken wing, so that's me.
Flywheel, you don't have to worry about chicken winging because again, it's like they're just tucking
Yeah.
really close, here like that. So
Yeah, you're
This is your
absolutely
dart.
right.
And this is your dart on 370 to 380 feet per second. Any
oh my
questions?
god.
Yeah, that was my LS20 did that, and his dart just completely just went bam. I was shooting at, I believe I was shooting at the Alpha Trooper back there, and I just did that to it.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing's a mean demon, I tell you. Some of those shots that come out, well, they're crazy.
So,
wow.
speaking of darts, Peter was checking out some of the Gavin Fuzzy darts that he got from IFB,
Oh, what
Oh,
are they
man.
like?
and he took one for science, you know, and decapped it. It came off a lot easier than what I was hoping it would have. Apparently, from what Peter said, the heads were too squishy and it caused the glue not to set right or something like that. That's what he's thinking, bud. So
Why? Never buy the first batch of anything. That's why, yeah.
that's true.
It's
What the
TV.
hell
What
was
I'll do is
was
I'll probably wait like a month or so and then I'll
Yeah,
buy it.
yeah,
and just
it's like
see
a
what
dog
it's like.
happy meal kitty cat.
So, all right. Let me going back through the chat here. Rube says he's a flywheel guy. He's got a EA Vindicator stubby 3738 and one of those Heritage 22 cut. Okay. He's not picking it. Okay. Gotcha. He is a those are talking about real pew pews.
These are real solid. These are real solid.
I don't know. Okay, Manta's saying that he thought the heavy elbow was used for heavy wood stock rifles. He played CQB, so he prefers to not have his elbows stick out before my barrel. And you know what? That's you are correct. That kind of goes back to what I was saying about it's the natural thing of like wanting to brace your shoulder by winging it out. Versus again, CQB, you don't have to worry about that because even in a case where it's a non-heavy rifle like that, in a real, like actual real steel comparison, the recoil is going to be less on something like that, so you don't have to worry about bracing as much. You can just tuck it in. So,
Milo, it makes you more stable though if the elbow's out. It just makes the attachment to the shoulder a little bit more.
Well, I would go with Tom and CQB. You want to give yourself, you want to be a very small target.
Yep.
Okay, and I saw a bunch of times where people would like, in practice, basically, they would go in and they're chicken winging like this, right? And you know how many times these fools have hit their arms on the doors or the archway to go inside of a building? Do you know how bad that hurts? You do it once, you'll never do it again. There are people I know that have black and blue marks on their elbows from hitting the door because they're trying to run inside the building.
Guys, Trip just pointed out something. Out of Darts apparently has their own darts now.
Really? Oh, God.
They're just reskinned Chinese darts, is what he's saying.
What are they?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like what are they called?
Recolored Chinese darts, like the E kind.
I know
Oh my gosh.
I know where they are. Where are they?
Oh my gosh.
They look like something different, actually.
So here's my question. If I go to order them and they're not in stock, is the pun going to write itself?
It should.
They're called mandrakes. Mandrake short darts.
Mandrakes? Who the hell came up with that name?
That was probably Luke Burrows when he was drunk or something. He thought of it.
Wow.
$20 for a 200 pack.
$20 for a 200 pack?
Yep.
That's a little high.
How much?
No.
20 for a 200?
For 200?
No,
because
it's 20 or 25.
Yeah, it's. Oh, they're like Worker Gen 3s.
No, they have a different, like, they have like a, almost like a bottle cap tip.
Oh.
It's hard to see because my, like, phone's so fucked, but they have like a, almost like a bottle cap. Like, it's got like, not indents, but like.
That's still a little pricey, though. I mean, ZWQ darts are like $18 for 200.
When you buy them,
Almost like a cartoon tire, basically.
When you buy them straight off of Amazon.
Yeah.
You buy them straight off of Amazon, and if you got Prime, like everybody in the United States has, you know, with the exception of like maybe Strife or Cartea, you know, but like I have Prime. I know Norm does too. Most people in the community do. That's free shipping. So you don't have to eat the $12 shipping from Out of Darts.
Oh, boy.
By the way, when I shipped like 9 of those Saber tees, that was for $12. I got 9 boxes. I gave 4 of them to what's his face to Gimsmod, and I was partial to pay for this thing. And yeah, if you rack up on the shipping and buy a bunch of them once, great. But yeah, Mandrake darts, I'll have to give a look at them. But I'll tell you, man, it's right out of you know.
Curious. Yeah. Here's one thing though it's funny because Gim's in the chats and he's saying that they can no longer call themselves all Out of Darts because they have to call themselves We've Got Darts. It's kind of funny. There's a store that opened up in England it's called All the Darts. So because they sell for all assortments of blasters, I was just like, okay, I see what you did there. Like, I definitely see what you did there, with choosing that name. Yeah. Wow. Hold on. We got Rufus is saying it would be funny to screenshot OOD dart being sold out, and you can caption it being typical. And yeah, that would. So Rufus, I don't know how long you've been watching the channel. And again, guys, please, I know I sound like I shit on out of darts a lot. I don't. I want them to do better, because when once we're 16th in the hobby, we all win as hobbyists. But I made the joke one time about how everything seemed to be unavailable or not in stock. And I believe Milo, you and I had this conversation. Out of parts. They're out of parts because they were out of springs and barrels. And I was like, how is out of darts out of this? Oh,
Well.
so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to create their own products, so that way they can get rid of like Worker and stuff like that. But I personally don't see it going anywhere, just because Worker has been a mainstay in the community for just sort of, well, forever.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, is that Worker, and you're not wrong, Worker has been a mainstay in the community. I would like to know who is still modding using Worker parts in 2026 besides Cillian. Who is, like, is there demand for, or let's say, what is the total demand for long shot, long strike, strife kits, strife cages, the NPX, Nexus Pro kit, and again, I would have said that had the NPX2 not launched, the Nexus Pro kit should still be in demand, because you want to improve the Nexus Pro, but it is cheaper to buy the NPX. It gets the performance of what the Nexus Pro does with the freaking Worker kit. Mind you, your mod
Nexus Pro kit was very underutilized. Very underutilized. As that demonstrates. Very underutilized.
Yeah.
They could have gone a lot farther with it and done a lot better with it, but they dropped it and decided to go with the Harrier.
Well,
Yeah.
I believe that the parts that are being used by Worker now have certainly changed from what they were. Like a lot of the old school Hasbro parts are pretty much nobody uses them really, except for like Cillian or somebody like that, you know. But like for me, the stuff that I would buy from Worker, if it was just me, sure, no problem. 20 long prophecy springs, I would buy. The Worker Swift barrel combination with the 1.6, 1.8 Swift springs as well, just so I could cut them down.
I just bought a couple of Swift 1.8s. I just bought a couple of them because I found out that these were only like 1.5s and 1.6s, 1.65s. So I decided to buy some 1.8s just to compare them. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, those are the ones that, and I believe we had this discussion months and months ago, Norman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nightingale magazines still seem to sell really well, you know, but really there's not a lot of the older school mods that people want to buy. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. It's but you're right though. So that's where I asked that, because from a business standpoint, all right, why would I want to carry a buttload of Worker products if I'm not moving them?
Exactly.
You know, so I understand with them wanting to get away from Worker, them saying, hey, let me do this, because if they sell their own darts, that means it's less that they have to buy from Worker, because I think that for them to order stuff from Worker, they have to order a certain amount.
Yeah.
So there you go. If they got a better deal on darts that work relatively, the same, which, as we've pointed out, Milo, you and I have found darts that are Worker adjacent in regards to the look, that perform just as well, if not better, and are less expensive.
Oh yeah.
So
But also the other problem too is like, let's say Luke's selling them $20 for 200, right?
Yeah,
That's what you said, right, Norman? $20 for 200, yeah.
that's what Strife said. Yeah.
Okay, so that means that's the same thing as walking into like my local Myers and buying 2 bags of X Shot darts, and that's $20. Again, it's saving the $12 shipping. Or going into Walmart and buying 2 boxes of AF Pros for $20 and save the $12 shipping.
Yep.
Just saying.
My question is, are they actually their darts, or did they design the heads, or like what's going on there? That's the question. So,
Well, one of the things that I know is that, and again, you can argue with me all you want, but it's the truth. When you license something out through like China, like darts, for example,
Oh, where are you getting those for 200?
Yeah,
Because I can get 20 for 200 in Singapore.
you're licensing darts out to a Chinese company to have them manufactured, right? Well, sure enough, they're making your darts by the day, but they're taking the same molds that they have, and they're making third-party darts at night.
so they're reskinned darts. They're reskinned darts directly from China, is what he's saying. They are reskinned. So they didn't design them. They're directly from China. So they're importing them. That means that they're being imported. That's fantastic.
So they are being imported from China?
Yeah. So according to Perry, the head design itself is one of Get Kids off-the-shelf designs. The colorway is Out of Darts exclusive. So are the darts Karen Orange? Is that it? Like Karen Orange with with orange tips? Sorry, I'm sorry. That's mean to me.
Hey! You're not wrong. That's a fair thing to say about them.
Well, actually, you know what? A Karen Orange dart would actually be good because you could find them easier.
Yeah, that would be about it. I mean, they're not wrong. That's like the pink darts here.
Yeah.
Those are so easy to recover compared to these guys.
Hold on. James Bond, do the darts say Karen on one side and Out of Darts on the other?
What did he say?
Do the darts say Karen on one side and OOD on the other side?
Probably.
Karen Darts by Otta Darts. Okay, it's from Sing the Chords. I can't hear it. Can you tell what song I'm playing? From just sing the chorus.
Oh.
I can't hear that.
I can't hear.
No, by singing it. I know you can't hear it. So E minor, G,
I don't know chords.
D,
I don't know chords either.
B, and A suspended minor.
That would tell me
No
nothing,
one
seriously.
knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind Out of Darts. And no one knows what it's like
If you know
to
that
be
drum
overpriced, to be
No, we all
not
know
as
it's to
nice,
be overpriced by them. Yeah, we all know
telling
that.
only lies. Yeah, that's a good song. You should do a cover.
and they're
Behind
only
Out of
one,
Darts.
Okay, so apparently they're only 1 G. They're only 1 gram darts. Hopefully, they might get. They might get. We might get heavier darts. Okay, so I'm calling it right now. Orange-bodied, glow-in-the-dark orange tipped darts called Karen darts. I think those would sell. Or pink tipped darts with orange bodies.
Well, there was a guy that I knew that and his shop's not in business anymore, but he actually listed the color orange as Canon compliant orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and I sit there joking with him about it. He's like, hang on, I gotta go fix my website. I'm like, all right,
No,
whatever.
I'm
Like,
not
the
familiar
second that
with
he screenshots it and sends it to me, I'm like, oh my God, really?
the only orange darts that I've ever been familiar with were the was it the is it Mangun darts that were the orange with the white tips? Those are the only ones that I've ever been familiar with. They're
Really?
called sweet orange darts. They kind of look like orange. They look like those orange popsicle, the orange creamsicles, is what I refer to them as, because they were like that color orange with white darts. Those are the only ones I've ever seen.
Are you talking about the old school like push pops, push ups?
Yes.
Yeah, with the sweet orange darts. Yeah,
I've never seen those before. I'm not familiar with those.
really?
No.
You used to be able to buy them, but a lot of people wouldn't use them because apparently they hurt too much.
Okay. See, that's wise because that's from the time period when I was not back in the hobby. That after I got out.
Yeah.
So that's the in between period for me. Which, by the way, guys, what do you?
I mean,
think?
I had a handful of them. That was about it. That somebody gave me to test out, but still, I mean, they weren't bad. They were just.
Oh, can you mute me, please? Real quick.
1 second. Yes, of course. 1 second. You are muted. Wait, hold on. You're not muted. Wait, what the hell? Mute. There, now you're muted.
Well, somebody stuck General Stripe into the spirit world. He's sucked in there. We must rescue him.
I went and
take my headstock
off the stage for now. Stripe just put in the chat that you want to come back on stage, or just type there that you want to back on, and I'll bring you back up. Stripe's dead vinyl domed tips on orange foam. Where have I might have. I think you may have sent me a couple of those, Milo, when you sent me that package that one time.
What?
Maybe I have seen it.
Well, now the freaking 700 mixed darts I sent you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There's like 900 different types of darts in there. Probably, maybe. I don't even remember where I sent you was that long ago.
Let's see here. Oh god. Let's see.
I know there was random darts in there for blasters. There was darts in there that were like maybe only shot once, or when I would empty out a box, I would just throw them in there, whatever was left. Like if there was 10 or 15 Gen 3s, and I just dump them in the box. Well, eventually Norman got the whole box. I just sent them out to him like, here you go, dude.
No, not those. What the hell? Oh, Siren. Let's see. Of those, let me see. I know I found some of the Kush darts in here in that batch. Those were kind of awesome. These right here, these are the ones that are actually decent on flywheels. These are the worker AccuStrike darts.
Oh?
Yeah, half darts. They were made for flywheels.
I can think the worst ones that I ever saw were the Gen 4 flywheel darts. It was really funny because they were designed for the Phoenix and they were designed for the Nightingale. They jammed on both of them.
Yeah,
They
these I used on my for my Spectrum when I modded it, and they actually worked really well. They were very accurate on the Spectrum because they were just accurate strike darts, like fatter heads or fatter foam. Strike, you're back on here, so.
Yeah, sorry, my family's just screaming downstairs. So.
No, that's okay. Thank you for letting us know. We appreciate you, and I'm just trying to find these darts here that see if I have any because this is my assorted random bin of ammo. God, these darts sucked. These were horrible. These used to decapitate all the time. These are Chris's favorites. They're very similar to the Pac-Ds.
Oh, those are the jet darts. Yeah, they're
safe darts.
Awful.
These are the generic ones.
Yeah.
Like that. My messages on. So what are we talking about? A picture of the 3 types of sweet orange. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. No, yes, you did. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that's it right there. But this was a soft tip version of it. I do have a couple of those sweet orange darts. Yes, you did send me one of those, and I looked at it and I said, "Who the fuck designed this shit?" You know what? I threw them away. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I threw them away because I thought that it was a war crime to actually shoot those at somebody.
It's only a war crime if you get caught.
That's true. Now, this one was the one that I found in that batch, which was really good. Let me actually turn off the blur freaking speech on this stupid thing. So, this one right here is one that I found. That head, these were fantastic. Do you remember those?
Oh no! Oh yeah, that came with the what were they? They were the Connect set darts. Yeah, they're pretty good.
These were actually really good.
Nope, wrong.
But yeah.
These are Connect darts. They're a little different.
So is that a flat? Because these have a pyramid shape to the top of them.
Yeah.
So
almost like a cone.
Yeah.
When these are just rectangular.
Flat. Yeah. Very similar to those. Those look like the new Nerf ones, to be honest.
They're Connects though.
Okay.
I think those are the Connect ones. Yeah.
They still have Connects at Menards if you have any.
Yeah.
The Connect blasters.
What do we got going on here? Darts look like rubber bolts on sweet orange foam. It's possible.
Well, I hate to cut you guys short, but I've got to get some sleep. I'm the
no problem. Again, sorry that there was not much to this. You know, that's the Midwest anthem. What was I going to say? Yeah, if you need to go to if you need to.
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep, dude. So just take me off the screen, dude.
All right. Yeah, we'll talk later.
Yep.
But yeah, no, that's interesting. I didn't realize that Out of Darts was going to start selling actual darts now. That's kind of amusing, really, is what it is. So
ironic.
It is. It's definitely ironic. Good on them, though. I mean, hey, that adds another thing to their arsenal of things that they have in their product line. But I know one thing they don't have on their product line: the new K25R. because that's exclusively at Etsy through Radioactive Designs. So, just saying, go buy it there. Give Chip your money. He deserves it. More so than Out of Darts. Anyways, so what do you guys think, or what do you guys see coming out next for Rebel Ops line besides that dual pack?
Hopefully, a really good full auto.
Oh, well, we hope.
Good.
A shell-fed blaster.
Oh
That'd
God.
be cool. Like
It
a
would be cool.
shell-fed
I
shotgun
wish
that just goes. Boom,
they
boom, boom.
reused the shell strike shells because they are perfect for N1, basically.
Here's what I would hope. I'm going to call it right now what we're going to see out of this line. Okay? And I'll be highly disappointed if we don't. We will see a Striphoid because
That's been semi-confirmed, actually.
Yep. I didn't know that. We will see, hopefully, a Retaliated, more so than what we saw with their,
Yeah.
a Top Prime. We will see Adult reskin.
Hopefully, we see a long shot away. That'd be awesome. But probably no.
Chris, I still say that the biggest letdown was that there was not a Modulus or an ultra long shot. The closest thing they got to an ultra long shot was the Pharaoh. That would be awesome. If we could get a Pharaoh for standard elites, the Rebel Ops line, with an actual true bolt, a gear assisted bolt action, I think that would be cool as hell and sell really well, personally.
That would.
Let me see here. And gives that an AEB, but you know what? We will probably see one from Hasbro. We'll definitely see one because it's already been confirmed. Actually, it's already been confirmed that there's going to be an AEB because it's on the boxes. Yeah, but that's not a Retaliated. That's a more closer to a Alpha's troop. Yeah, but no, there is going to be a Stampede version for Rebel Ops. It's already in the box covers.
Ooh.
Yeah, but those could just be placeholders, though. It's not really confirmed.
More happy full auto people that shoot from a distance. Ha 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 ha. That's how Cartel thinks.
Mega Stampede. Okay. A Mega
Stampede. Ooh, that'd be good. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. That'd be awesome.
I still want X-Shot or Dart Zone to make a breacher that works with both half darts, full lengths, and their rival esque ammo.
That'd be cool.
You know, I would love to see a couple of things from this new line. Mainly, like I said, a Strikewood would be great. I think this line is begging for a flywheeler. An AB would be neat.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. All in all, what I'd really love to see, and Trip nailed it right on the head. I would love to see a resurgence of the Megas.
Yes.
Mega Darts. I would love to see a resurgence of Mega Darts. It was a good ammo. It's fun. It's goofy. Everyone knew, hey, it's something that tries to take itself too seriously. It's kind of like the Mega XL, same thing. And it's been out of circulation for long enough that those blasters would come back with some freshness. Start off with a Mega AEB or another Mega Flywheel that's not the Motor Strike.
Mega AEB. I can only imagine that too. Just go food every time it fires.
Yeah,
that'd be badass.
Because Mega technically did have two Flywheelers. Because you had the
not even cut up yet.
The Vortex and the Motor Strike.
Yeah.
Vortex Motor Strike.
Oh, a Motor Strike, yeah, the happy one.
Nice. Okay.
Bullpup.
I can see that. All right.
Not even cut up yet, but something like that.
Nice.
Like a mega raven.
That looks like the ultimate neighborhood harassment tool. I love it.
Yep.
I mean, this is a pretty good neighborhood harassment tool too. But I'm nice. I don't harass neighbors, especially since they have press charges. So yeah. But that looks cool.
I would love to see more retro blasters personally.
Me too.
Like an Icon Series? Icon Series 2.0?
An Icon Series,
but falling more in like the vein of the Sharp 92.
Oh, okay. Like bring back Cyber Strike.
Yes. Max Force. I don't care. Something.
Gotcha. That's fair. Oh, by the way, Chris, I showed you this earlier last week.
Mm-hmm.
The mega slugs.
Oh yes.
Got it to 150 FPS. Slammed up against the wall 2 feet away. No damage.
Nice.
Slammed up against an actual hard surface, hard impact. No damage at all. So.
Oh, your neighbor's a bunch of assholes. Well, shoot these out, and they will change your tune or the press charger. We don't guarantee which.
Literally put my chronograph up against one of my blaster walls and went right up against the water blaster. I'm like, okay, from 2 feet away, no damage, nothing in the dart, nothing. Like, all right, it can withstand the impact. The glue works this way, so yeah. I'm going to be sending these out to people for testing purposes. Be like, hey, I need to see if the accuracy works on this because.
Yeah, I don't have
IRS applications works.
I'm all 50 caliber go to distance for the most part. Well, not all. I do have some pistols. I do close range pistol too, but I like to go to distance. I mean, you know me, man. You know how I am.
I do.
I like to be a madman. And this thing without the scope, this Mark 13, it weighs half as much as my HK. I like it. My HK weighs like 8-9 pounds. And this thing weighs maybe 4 or 5 pounds. It's so solid, But I can never get my ideas off the ground. I'm too poor. Well, I think I'm going to go and get that mail that Mom wanted me to get and go across the street. Because I got parents that go to bed at 6. They're elderly. Dad's 75, Mom's 71. So,
Yes,
Yeah.
a true Nerf shotgun. That's what we need.
Yeah, a true Nerf shotgun. There you go.
Oh,
There you go. Now you're using the old noodle, especially with the MHP out and everything else, with the lever action. If we had one that was like that, but pump action and and loaded it like that,
I don't think we've had a proper front facing half dart blaster before, have we? It's all been cylinder or it's had a long barrel.
Yeah, we had a nice tube fed shotgun blaster, that used half lengths. Okay. And
I don't think there has one actually.
Just like an MHP, or any of those. And Hasbro had that. Oh my god, that'd be really pitching. People would buy that. But then again,
it could be an entry level.
We all know that Hasbro ran by a bunch of business robots, and sadly enough, Lord Business. Thank you, Lord Business. That's what it is.
Include
half dart. How could that be engineered? Because my thing with the Pro Rough Cut, and don't get me wrong, I would love to see a 6x2, but that would constitute that would necessitate a smart AR system, and I don't see a Pro with a smart AR system like that. That's
ever since they got rid of the rubber between the AR and the front. They're not consistent, and when you mod them, they shoot many darts out, and that's the problem with the smart ARs. The original Triad and the original Messenger had a gasket in the AR that made it so when you fired one dart, it wouldn't fire the rest of them. It had no leakage whatsoever. It actually made it so pressed up against it when that one was open, and it made it so no air went through it. The big problem with, let's say, here, I got one that has one, Dual Strike. Doesn't have it. And if you mod the spring and you try to fire it, 3 darts, but one dart will fly and the other 2 will like pop out or fly out or whatever. Because if you look at the back of it, it's orange. You can tell which ones have them because you'll look at the back of them and you'll see black. If you use a macro camera lens, if you look in there. But the ones like they started to go here, and that's why I went. The Smart ARs worked really good until then. Oh yes, I love this Smart AR, by the way. This one's good. This one's really good. Yeah.
I've been begging to put these in something. I don't even know what to do with them.
Oh yeah, that'd be badass. Well, duders, I gotta run. I will see you later. Don't you go changing, or I will, of course, find you. And you know that it means I will probably just throw confetti around you and say, "Ha ha ha! You thought I was gonna shoot you, didn't you?" No, I'm too nice of a guy. Take care, Norman.
Take care, Chris. We'll message you later on this week and drive. I'm gonna go early tonight. I know it's almost 11 o'clock, but last time we've been going on to like midnight. So let's call it for tonight. I want to thank everyone for joining in. Next week, hopefully, I'll be either doing this build live on camera when my hardware kit comes in. Hopefully, I get the notification that's been shipped. I'm about to message the person like, "Yo, what's up?" Lead time's 1 to 3 days. It's been 4, so we'll see.
You watch the stream, or else you get the darts again. Ha 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 ha! Right?
Yep. Thank you, Rufus. And again, I want to apologize for anyone.
The darts again.
Yep.
See you later, guys.
See you later, guys. One last message to everyone. Again, I want to apologize if anything in the live seemed to come across as political. This is not a political discourse.
It's not intended.
It's not intended. This is just us having fun and
we talk. Yeah.
Yep. That being said, vote Flywheels 2028. Anyway.
Yes. Oh. Make Flywheels greater again.
Good night, everyone.
They do.
Okay.